5-way tiebreaker.
But if Omega win, then
No.
There's a lower tiebreaker, but not as many teams.
he doesn't want
maybe.
that one. Okay, fine.
No, I want the upper tiebreaker, 5 teams. Yeah.
All right, fine. I
yeah.
will go Omega.
You said you wanted to go with me, but okay.
Why aren't you going with me?
Okay, I'll go with you. I
Yeah,
wanted to
alright.
go Boom, but I'll go Omega.
Why aren't you going
Let's
with
go
me?
Boom then.
I'll follow you.
Lacoste, you want to be
Sure.
my partner instead? This guy's just not working.
I'll be your partner.
I'm gonna go with Boom. I think
God damn it.
Medusa. I think the 3 carries that they got. It's a bit of
I
a
won't
slower start, but I think they got it.
Yep.
All right, let's see how it all goes down for game number 1. B Cup and Black, take it away.
I just wanted to be a partner. That's just all I want.
You could be my partner,
Let's do it.
but you said Boom.
Yeah, partner for casting.
My
predictions are Boom.
Okay, fine, fair enough. We'll settle it later on the street.
Okay.
Don't think you can get away with that.
I
You
don't think
30
you
mana
can get away
boy.
with that. I will get away with whatever I want. You're making a situation.
Thanks,
here.
guys.
Out of no
I don't
situation.
like it. Yeah.
But I'm not a 30 mana boy.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of mana. But as I was alluding to,
Yep.
4 and 3. This is how it happens.
So you're going Boom because
I want the
of that.
chaos. Because
Okay.
if they win, they end the season 4 and 3. The same standings, 4 and 3, that they had in the first season.
Yeah.
And then Execration, if they beat Lilgun, not an easy task to beat now, as we've seen, they would be 4 and 3.
This game is really important, right?
Yeah.
For one, it's the major. For one, it's the upper division.
Well, it could potentially be the major for Boom, and for Omega, it's staying in the upper division.
Yeah. So it's super important for both.
And then if, whoever wins the TNC Fnatic series on the 19th, the loser will be 4 and 3, so that's 3 teams at 4 and 3. And if OB Neon beat T1, both T1 and OB Neon become 4 and 3, and we'll have 5 teams at 4 and 3.
There's a lot of 4s
Yeah.
and 3s.
It's crazy.
All things fall.
13 mana boy.
I mean, why not?
It could turn into absolute chaos. How does a 5-team tiebreaker even go down? Is it just round robin
Yep.
BL1
Yep.
throughout the entire day?
Until there's only however many
team.
teams left. Probably 2
Interesting.
because there's going to be one team at least that has 5 wins, right?
Yes, so they
So
would be
they're
for
in.
both the middle and the wild card spot. So the question is, do you have to decide who gets into that top spots and then decide who gets what slot?
So in that case, if one is 5 and there's no 4 3s, then we have our first place guaranteed, right? And
Yeah,
then it's
and then
about
second and
wildcard
third,
and,
and group
group
stage.
stage. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a wild one.
Yeah.
Last season's tiebreaker wasn't quite as exciting.
Host stomp, damage onto the Medusa, and, well, a level 1 Medusa dies here, bottom for first blood. Dreamacell going down, and we've talked about it. Since the addition of Dreamacell, things have kind of seemed a little bit inconsistent with Boom.
Yep. And Dusa, believe it or not, level 1 is actually not that tanky. No mana shield. Actually balanced.
For now.
For now, yeah.
Although we say that, and Medusa got beat already today.
Yeah. In a very interesting series also. If you didn't watch that, you should definitely check that VOD out.
Yeah, check out the VODs. We won't say who won or lost.
Which you just did, but
Did I?
yeah, you said Dusa lost.
Did I? Oh, yeah. I guess yeah, but, well,
But you don't know.
the series,
Yeah,
the whole series.
True, true, true. Yeah, that's true. True. Pretty true. All right. This, why did you go for Boom? Just for the tiebreaker thing? Or is
I
this
think we're on like a streak of seeing Medusa lose like 4 or 5 times in a row right now between the 2 regions.
That's why you went for Boom?
And I think Boom, they feel like the better team.
Okay. I agree with
think-
that one.
Medusa might struggle early, but we can see it come through, and we've seen this CK really work out.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I went for Omega is I think that Invoker is pretty good at dealing with Chaos Knight and his illusions.
Right.
Can just disarm them, and then obviously they can't hit anyone. And we've seen this Slark Medusa matchup a couple of times. I mean, it will just all come down to timing, right? Like, if Omega hits the timing, it's going to be tough for Boom, and Boom really just have to hold on to the mid lane portion, where they have like 3 heroes that scale super well.
Is this a game where you go Ags on the CK?
There's not a whole lot to dispel, so probably not. I would really like to see a BKB though, just to kind of combat that Invoker.
Would the additional illusions be good though with the CK Ags, like making the illusions of Medusa?
I mean, they're always good, don't get me wrong. It's just, can you afford on a hero that can't really farm super well to spend 4,200 gold for that?
Okay.
Because for sure, the Axe feels super good. Like, it makes you scale so much. It's just a question, can you do it or not? Maybe he will. But he actually has armor queued up right now. So. Line rotation middle.
Now they've got the Earth Spike, Hex, and the EMP all coming down. Slight though.
Still
Makoto trying
Tornado.
to survive. Tornado comes in, and it will be enough damage. So Mac gets a kill mid, 2-0 for Smart Omega. And, you know, Smart Omega, we slept on Lilgun, but Smart Omega, you know, they beat T1 in the
Invoker's
first
in
week of the
trouble here.
season. Invoker goes down here to hide.
What happened? He saw him, he
just
takes
let
the
him-
water rune, and just lets him kill him.
Yeah.
That was a very, very questionable play by Mac.
They heard me propping them up because I was talking about how they, you know, beat T1 early in the
Shouldn't
season.
do that.
I feel like every time we prop someone up or some team, there's always a death.
Trino in trouble as well. Another
they've got a
double
lot
edge
of
in one.
lockdown. Double edge Hex, the control here is just massive. Killing
more double
Kensuke
edge.
though is a bit of a problem, but one more shot there from Shanks. And, well, he'll get the kill. That reference is, I think Tsunami alluded to it. It is a reference to One Piece.
Slark is in trouble here.
Inkswell, Tino, he's gonna die. They kill the Slark. CML trying to come over and help out. But Hyde, he's been enchanted. The damage coming in from the Wild Wing and the right click. CML's gotten away from the CK and the Tornado.
Does nothing.
It's not gonna catch him.
It
You're
dealt
just
like
running.
5 damage. Does everyone have stun on CK? He does not. Gives him a crit to boot though. Healing Salve still available, so no problem there. And even though Dusa initially had a misstep, fed first blood, he's doing really well for himself now.
Yeah, sitting at 22 and 10. Max having a great time mid. Although, minus the death.
I like how just throwing out EMPs all the time. Eat this! Oh, he walked out of it.
Darn.
I thought he would stay for 3 seconds.
Like blood, right?
Makoto getting the bottle refilled. There's potentially a little bit of danger here. Lion as well as Grimstroke are both here.
Inkswell, not gonna land.
He has to be careful. If he gets hexed, impaled, he could potentially die and get all his mana burned. Going on him.
EMP, Earth Spike, all there. 3 seconds. Well, that's enough time when you've got the control with the Earth Spike as well as the Hex. Slight comes
he
through once
dodged the
again.
hit.
He's got a remnant back in lane.
Close.
Yeah, they get the kill again onto this Ember.
I am very sure that he saw the lion at the rune there. And he still chose to be somewhat cocky. We have seen Makoto. They're going middle lane again.
Yeah, Hyde in trouble. Cold Snap, damage, Shockwave in. They've got Shanks here as well. Reality Rift and the stun, but the Earth Spike from behind. They have a remnant available for the Ember in 2. But that's FBZ now rotating out of the lane and getting nothing from
And
it.
giving Star complete free farm. There's no one in the top lane now. As I was alluding to before, Makoto has been struggling a little bit, quite a bit, throughout this entire season, yeah. Season 1, we always keep saying it, he's our superstar. Season 2, lacking that little bit of magic that he had.
I mean, we watched him right the ship of Boom, and you know, in that season 1, he was the guy who kept them afloat.
Yeah, maybe he ran out of mana, out of magic points. Has to recharge them for 1 season.
Yeah, because now we're seeing him not really accomplish as much.
Yeah, he's definitely not popping off. He's losing a lot of matchups where before he would win like pretty much every lane.
Right.
And his Enchanter is just parking himself there, purging off the Flame Guard. Do you have enough damage? Answer is
Not through Nature's
Tornado
Attendance.
again.
Tornado's in with the Ensnare. They've got
He's just
Cold
dead.
Snap. Makoto's dead again. They're going to get high. I don't know if he gets out of this one. There's a lot of damage EMP in the impetus shots. The reason he's saved is because of the Nature's Grass slow. But that's, again, forcing rotations and making these heroes come over. And you're not really... You don't feel safe in this lane. It's already a 3K lead for Smart Omega.
Yeah, I don't know how he died there again, to be honest. He didn't have a defensive remnant out, so he couldn't remnant away in time. It's looking very rough for Mikoto here. 3 deaths already.
Boom fell short in the previous season at 4-3, but they have a chance at 4-3 being enough to at least put them in a tiebreaker, as that uphill did not miss and Hyde ends up dead. Mikoto going back in for a second, slight through on a CML. This is not where you want to be for Boom, down this much, and you really need to make that space for Medusa, because we're seeing more and more that Medusa does need more than just that Ags to really get going in the Sanjin Yasha.
At least the upside is that CK is free farming pretty much completely, as well as Medusa now. And those are the heroes that will be in winning conditions.
Right.
So Ember is not as important, but it's still not nice seeing him struggle like this, of course.
2-second stun, looking for the Earth Spike. He is leashed.
Yes,
After
be careful.
the leash expires, they'll get the stun. FBZ, there was no way for him to run, and well, Tino now gets the kill.
They are getting completely outmaneuvered right now by Omega. This line is all over the place. Flame got perched off once more.
Yeah, cold snap. Remnant on the other side, but that impetus is going to do
impetus
a
hurts.
lot of damage.
Yeah. There was a fourth, there was health gone right there. Now the question is, do they need to address the Medusa super fast? Probably not, because they have 3 heroes that are quote-unquote countering it.
Right.
You have Slark, Invoker, and of course the mana drain as well. So Medusa will become a problem, sure, but not for a while.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot of time.
So they are in no like super rush now, as some other teams were against the Medusa. Medusa's now at the pink top. Mid lane again, nice impact. Oh my god.
They just blow up Mikoto.
They timed it very well.
These
One
supports are moving so fluidly around the map. Top into mid, back top, back bottom. Or
You
well,
see this line pop off every time.
yeah.
In the last series he owned, this game he's owning super hard.
Is this Lion turning into something that just deserves a first phase ban?
It's hard to justify because it's still like hard here to execute, right? Oh, good dispel the Inkswell as well, the Tornado.
Reality
And it
Rift in the
just
stun
runs
just
away.
is not fast enough. They've got the Soulbind, Remnant forward, Searing Chains coming through with the Stampede, but they've hexed up this Ember. And
Holding
he can't
hands.
catch him.
Another snake coming through, careful. Woo! Okay, that was close.
Yeah.
Almost killed both of them.
You 13 mana, boy.
You 13 mana, boy.
You can spam it, but you guys are 4K behind.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of that obviously resides in the support difference,
It does.
but you've also got a Centaur who's 5K up at the top, and it's not going too well.
Yeah.
for
Biggest
the
difference
side
is probably
of,
middle.
Boom.
3K compared to 5K of the Invoker.
Yeah.
Is 5K lead in 11 minutes is usually not a good sign.
Moving fast and loose.
And they're now setting up on the top lane. There's only 3 heroes here. Medusa, no Stone Gaze yet. Even Engines is bullying Medusa.
Tornado comes in, that lands onto the Grimstroke. They've got Earth Spike to follow it up, and the damage to get the kill.
Just so easy for them right now.
Oh yeah.
They need Stone Gaze to really team fight. And that's the problem with the CK hero, right? Like, it doesn't offer any utility. You don't have the Centaur Stampede. You don't have the Centaur who can stand in front of you.
He's trying to carry from the offlane.
Yeah, which we have seen some teams start to experiment with, but it's not easy to pull off. Mikoto's now getting pressured a lot by the Centaur as well. He's just not having a game. What item is he going for? He just finished his face boots, minute 12.
Not much. Are they going to come over? They want Dream of Cell. Mac right on top. Tornado, EMP. Shanks has the stun. The mana's been drained, but they're not going to follow this up as the rotations come in. Reality Rift.
Nice.
And he just goes Invis.
They might be able to catch the Edge here.
Sight, Searing Chains, KSQ dead to Tino. 4-second stun onto the Invoker.
Stampede again.
But they've got the Stampede, and they're gone.
There was already a 4-second stun. You can't ask for more than that.
Yeah.
And during that time, Treant dies. And now they're re-invading again.
Why not?
Dusa's out of mana, pretty much. Be careful. Oh.
Tornado lands, and that's on the 2. EMP coming through once more.
Finger.
Earth Spike with it, and you've got nothing left to give. Dreamacell, he's dead. CK's too far in, and FBZ is going to be drained of all his mana, and eventually drained of all his life. High's gone. I don't... it's a Medusa game, so, you know, anything is possible, but 7K down this fast your recovery seems brutal, if at all possible.
Yeah, it's very tough to come back with a draft like this. When you're playing carry offlane, you basically need to stomp the lanes in order to not get overrun, which is happening right now. You lost the lanes, you get overrun, your space maker Ember is struggling super much. There's just not a whole lot of plays you can make. Where's the damage gonna come from? Treant doesn't offer much. Offlane CK will at some point do it, but not right now. If he finishes Armlet at least. It's a tough game.
Oh yeah.
Very tough game. Centaur is nigh unkillable at this point.
I think a lot of them feel nigh unkillable. The Slark, like, I don't know if they have the control to kill him.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. And I was wondering if they could, you know, hold off the onslaught long enough. But doesn't look like it at all. They just get overrun everywhere right now.
They've been unslaughtered.
Yep. I don't know if that's a word, but here in Bucharest we make up our own words.
Very true.
Centaur already picked up his Blink Dagger. He's massive. They're all massive. The supports are massive. The same network as the Ember.
That's crazy.
Yeah, line 400 away from his Blink. Minute 15. When do you ever see that? When you stomp in a game, I guess.
Dire's top tower is under
Use your
attack.
shovel. Nice. Gets the bounty. Woo!
Doesn't feel better than that. And now it's a 10k lead.
Just like that.
15 minutes into the game, and it's getting
Dire's
brutal.
top tower is under attack.
Well, at least they somewhat stopped the bleeding. Like, it's not getting
Dire's
worse.
structures are fortified. Dire's
But
top
they
tower is
gotta
under
take a
attack.
big team fight soon. And I just don't know where the damage is gonna come from. They're TPing bottom on the tree end just to kind of try to protect the tower. But Invoker is actually TPing out to the mid lane. They wanna go on the Ember again.
Avoids the stun, avoids the tornado. Well done to avoid all that was getting hammered in on
Dire's
him.
top tower
Yeah,
has
if he gets
fallen.
stunned, he's dead. But they're not done yet. They're not done yet. Centaur wants to reveal his Blink Dagger.
Getting chased. Sunstrike.
Hits, but no damage.
He's got the soul bind. Thinking about the finger from Shanks. Overgrowth. Diamond 3. Maybe they can make something happen.
They need to kill the
Venom's
support.
Embrace.
Where's the damage?
And Chaos Bolt's just not doing anything. The Diffusal comes down into FPZ. He's going to be run down here, and again, Shanks is holding the finger. Slide comes in.
Nice impale.
It's going to be a two-man Earth Spike. They might get both these kills. Almost anticipating go game 2.
It's looking like that, yeah.
Bottom tower
The,
is under attack.
we saw a really good 3-man overgrowth, but where's the damage coming from? CK ultied, stunned the line, and line was full health.
Yeah.
They just have no follow-up damage whatsoever. This is the sort of draft that if you're behind, you just fall flat on your face completely. And you can see it right here. It's just no damage. He has max level Inkswell pretty much, but it just gets dispelled. So that doesn't offer damage or stun. Medusa doesn't want to fight just yet.
Now going into the Sanjin Yasha and wanting to go and get an axe, but
He's actually holding off a lot of gold. He has 3k gold on Medusa, and he's not purchasing his Sage. Maybe he wants to rush
going
man.
straight Axe.
Yeah, he's rushing Axe. But now he's getting caught out again. Stone Gaze.
Stone Gaze might help. Turns him to stone. Tornado comes in. It actually misses. The question becomes, does it send Omega back? Because they've got the blink on Shanks, and he's going to use it. Hex, Earth Spike, Tino slowed up just a bit. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains coming through, and Hyde. He's going to lose his life here to Tino. Tino also gets an Observer Reward, so he's got some extra gold. Sunstrike off the mark. FBZ, he's frontlining to his death, and they'll get 2 more kills. Earth Spike landing again onto Makoto. Slight with the Remnant trying to leave. Gets under the tier 2, just barely.
And now Slark is also cutting the creep waves. They're taking the ancient stack away from him. And if you have too many heroes that want too much gold, there's not enough gold around for you. Especially if you're losing. Slark with Diffusal. This Medusa must feel super scared right now. Like, even if you get this Aghanims,
Top tower is under attack.
I don't think you do enough.
there's no damage. He needs like 2 more items at least. If they can hold high ground for long enough.
Makoto
Hex
cut again. Hex, Inkswell, Sunstrike all coming in. Makoto gone very quickly. The Inkswell on Makoto was trying to help him out.
How did they even see him? Night vision of Slark, I guess. They had no
Radiant's
ward.
middle tower is is under attack.
Slark just comes in and was ready to pounce.
Hyde is pinging out that there's a ward there, but no, my friend, there's no ward there.
Now they found themselves Kescube.
Like, they're just all over the map. They're crushing it.
Yeah, Tino's godlike at this point. 9-1-3. He died early, and that was it.
That was close. He
Dire's
almost caught the
bottom
Medusa
tower
down there as
is
well.
under attack.
Who now to be top. So are we going to see everybody converge to the top lane?
That's what it seems to be. Their movements just,
They're just following Medusa, really.
yeah. It mirrors the Medusa, and they're right there with Dreamcell every time.
CK caught out once more.
Yeah, he'll go to the ult, but I don't know if that's going to help. Bird Spike lands. They've got the finger. Shanks him.
He got shanked.
Yeah.
And now Dusa has to retreat because, of course, there's no TP.
I will say we've gotten the score, and it's not going to last long.
And it's gone.
It's gone.
We had the score.
We had it. It disappeared. It's a 13K lead right now.
It just feels really bad. Like, I've been in the spot of Boom so many times where your draft just doesn't allow for mistakes. You make too many mistakes early. And there's just, you just can't play Dota. Like, this is not an accurate representation of their skill. Dusa caught out.
Dusa
Dead.
buys out on the axe, which means no buyback. Not sure that's even going to matter. The overgrowth, well, it didn't matter. They get the kill on a Kescube. They'll take out 2. They'll look towards the mid-tier 2. And Omega just continue to steamroll here.
Yep, now up 14K, closer to 15.
Has fallen.
This is a rough one. Hope
This
they can recover.
could take the wind out of their sails for game 2.
Yeah, I hope they can recover mentally for this. Because for them, it's do or die as well. For Omega, it is. But for Boom, it is as well.
Yeah, at least with a victory here for Omega, if they take the series as they kill Makoto, it forces them into some sort of tiebreaker at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, the tiebreaker will in fact be against Omega.
Yeah.
If they
Against
lose
Boom.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boom against Omega, yes.
And then, you know, if Neon lose to T1, then they're tied. Like, the tiebreaker situation on both ends could be big.
It could be, for sure. But I think it would be a lot smaller if Boom loses here. I'm not entirely sure on that.
Yeah, but at the bottom, it could be big.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Lilgun upset Execration. They go 3-4. You've got 3 teams at 3-4.
No,
Neon lose to T1.
Lilgun can't anymore. I think they're already 1-5.
No, but Execration would be 3-4.
Execration, I mean, yeah. Fair enough. Now double damage, of course, in front of the pit, picked up. This is the only fight they have here on Boom. If they lose, this fight is over, and they need to go soon. Like, now.
Phantasm, Stroke coming in, and they're just not going to get to the ages. Pounce away, he's still got the double damage. Look at that, 1, 2, 3. Kescube struck it out of this game. And now they're going to go for the rest. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. They've got the Earth Spike. They've got the control onto the Chaos Knight. They'll buy back on Kescube, but their focus is on the Medusa. Goes into the Stone Gaze, turns both the Sark as well as the Centaur into stone. They've got themselves the Mystic Snake on top of that with the Act that was picked up on Dreamcell. They get the kill on FBZ. They end up losing to CK. He'll buy back as well. The damage is starting to pile up, but it's just not enough damage from them just yet. Mystic Snake, Blink, Hex coming in from Shanks. They've got the disarm, and they've got the kill. They'll call GG, and it is a 22-minute victory for Smart Omega, who
And the
played this
Rampage to
one
boot.
very smart. And yeah, you've got the Rampage on Tino.
Well, let's analyze this game. Stomp.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Like,
Stomped. Put the foot down.
you pick a draft like this, you lose early game, you have no damage, you lose. Very
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, there's not much more to break away from that other than the fact that they just got outplayed.
Yeah.
The pace from Smart Omega was blistering speed.
Yeah. And Mikoto was...
You can't just put it on Makoto. Though.
No, sure, but
Everybody.
he is the only guy that can make space.
Yeah.
And he just got shut down completely.
But what you see, and I don't, if you look at the map movement, it's just Lion and the supports going top mid, top mid, top mid, and getting kills every time they showed up.
Yep.
It was disgusting, and they played perfect. So Smart Omega, they take game 1 over Boom Esports. We'll be back with game 2 in just a moment. But before that, we've got the panel to break down game 1. So take it away, guys.
Well, that was quick and definitive. Smart Omega, what better way than to beat a Medusa with not 1, not 2, but I guess 3? I count Slark, you know, taking the int is a little bit of a mana burn, right? That counts.
Yeah, plus the Diffusal Blade on top of it.
Yeah.
And they had no real answer for Slark in this game. There was not a single hero that Slark is afraid of. Like, no, like Lashrak, no real AoE damage. All these heroes deal chip damage. He can get out of everything with his Q. So looked pretty good. The only reason why I decided to go with Boom is because they didn't pick Nyx Assassin. I took that personally.
And I took that personally.
We went to Mega though, right, Tsunami? We together
Sure,
because
Lizard,
we decided that we wanted. Talking about mana, yeah, a lot of things that take mana away from Medusa, but also 2 cores that take space away from her, sadly. Chaos Knight on the offlane. Ember on mid usually shouldn't be that one, but when you have bad laning stage, when you can't really recover.
He got dumpstered.
He got dumpstered, and then you have a Medusa plus a dumpstered mid laner. No one can fight. And
You
you're
also
just
have a
being ran
CK
over.
who's not like Mars
Exactly,
type of a hero
yeah.
that wants to fight. He like difference between CK level 5 and CK level 10 is just his spells are maxed out. What he brings is pretty much the same thing. So not too much he can do. I think this was also a bit of a debate pick, a very greedy lineup. Now,
Very, very greedy. Yeah,
Yeah.
when they picked that CK, that was one of the issues that we spotted instantly. Yeah, it looks good with the Grimstroke plus CK. There's a lot of potential there, but it's also very, very greedy. And he also did not bring the damage that we needed in that Treant overgrowth that we talked about too. He's more of a, okay, if I have a good game and a lot of farm, I will be strong. But if I don't, I fall off super hard.
Slark just two-shotting people with that
GG.
double
GG
damage
rune.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, Centaur becomes way too tanky, way too early. If he's having a good time in the lane, Hood, Vanguard, like, again, they don't have any kind of burst damage. They don't have a hero that Centaur goes and says, man, I do not like to play.